Jambo Karibu, everybody. Jambo Karibu. My name is Dr. Ruth Vitemamo Akumbu, and I will be your professor for HEDL 620, Programs and Functions of College Student Personnel. And if you were wondering and you were stuck on the Jambo Karibu part, Jambo simply means hello, and Karibu means welcome. So hello and welcome to HEDL 620. And this is a Swahili language. That is all I know in Swahili, so don't ask me for more. Again, my name is Dr. Ruth Temamo Akombo. And if I haven't told you yet, my name is Dr. Ruth Temamo Akombo, and I will be your professor for this course. This is a 3-unit course, and it provides an overview of programs and services within college student personnel, including historical context of higher education, program formats and standards, essential competencies and techniques, and emerging opportunities. Those of you who took my last class, you were able to dig deep into the history of higher education. And if you haven't taken my class before, I welcome you, and I hope that we will enrich each other's experiences this course and grow our knowledge together. So the purpose of this course is to provide you with a philosophical foundation and theories guiding the field, as well as future professionals how to adapt to future challenges or changes in higher education. So basically, we will provide you with philosophies and theories on how you could actually adapt to future challenges in higher education as a higher ed professional. At Bushnell, we prioritize wisdom, faith, and service. So those are the foundations that we build upon in all our academic programs, and it is a Christ-centered community. So we would like to really encourage you to ground your work in principles of faith. So if in classwork you would like to integrate how your faith is influencing how you're thinking through the course, in addition to other theories and philosophical foundations, you are welcome and encouraged to do so. Please look at the syllabus carefully and make sure that if you have any questions, let me know. But before I proceed, here's a little bit about my educational and work background that you might be interested in knowing if you haven't taken the time to look at the resume on my profile. So I am a graduate of Pepperdine University Global Leadership and Change program, and it is a PhD program, so I hold a PhD from that institution. I also hold an MBA, particularly executive MBA from Loyola Marymount University in Los Angeles. So these schools are all in Los Angeles. I have a number of associate degrees and a bachelor's degree. So most of my education has been centered around business, but in the PhD program, I opted for leadership. So I'm hoping that from this educational experience, I can pass on some skills that I picked up as a student onto you, which will also empower you to be a better scholar. I love research, so I conduct research even after my dissertation. I have continued conducting research, and if you would like to read papers that I have written and submitted, let me know and I will give you a couple of papers to read. It's mostly in intercultural leadership, intercultural communications. So it is quite fascinating work, and I'm hoping that I will continue to build on that and impact others in that sphere of leadership capacity building. And don't hesitate to ask me questions related to diversity, equity, inclusion, as these are also hot topics in our time that are impacting higher education as a whole. I also have worked in the nonprofit world. I founded a nonprofit organization called Plant the Seed, and it's been over 20 years. And we're still working and impacting children across Cameroon, Kenya, and the United States. There is more that can be done, but we are happy and proud of the work we've done so far. So if you would like to learn more about that experience, you can go online and look for Plant the Seed Africa, emphasis on Africa, Plant the Seed Africa, and you will get more information on the work that I do or that the organization does. Another thing that you might be interested in knowing about my background is the fact that I earned my degree while working in the entertainment industry. So I worked as a stand-in and a background actor for 17 years, and it was fun. It was fun, but I was able to do school while working on set for over 9 years while getting all my degrees. I worked as a background and a stand-in on different shows, the most popular one being Grey's Anatomy. If there is anything else you would like to know about my background or how my background might be a blessing or might be able to translate into empowering you to be a better leader, please do not hesitate to ask. I would like to answer every question that you send my way, and if I cannot, I will humbly tell you I cannot. That said, let's look at some of the things that you might encounter in my classroom. I want you to be able to reach me every time, anytime that you are in need of assistance. So I have included my cell phone number in the syllabus. Please go over the syllabus carefully and please reach out if you have questions. Do not hesitate. Please do not hesitate to reach out if you have questions regarding anything on the syllabus. If you cannot get me within 48 hours via email, I strongly encourage you to text me or call me. Unless I specifically noted that I will be away, please make sure to text me or call me if you cannot reach me via email in 48 hours. Another thing that I would like to specify is assignment deadlines. I have set up discussions to start on Thursday and end on Sundays. So your first post will be on Thursday and your responses are due by Sunday. So please make sure you fill your work during that window. It is important to submit your work on time simply because it allows me to be able to grade on time and assess how you're doing and see if we need to adjust or give you a little bit more grace to do certain things. Life happens. So even though I have very hard deadlines, I do understand that life happens and sometimes you need a little bit more grace. So if you do, let me know. And if you don't, then you will get penalized for late submissions. So please let me know if you are running into any challenges submitting your work, and I will work with you. Another policy to note in paper writing is that you are supposed to submit for the assignments 4 to 5 pages. And 4 to 5 pages means on your last page, whether it's 4 or 5, I would like, no, particularly 4, because 5 it's a window. So if you're ending on page 4, please make sure that if it's halfway past page 4, don't leave it at the very top of page 4, because that doesn't really count as a full page. So please make sure that your 4 pages is actually 4 pages and not 3 pages or 3 1/4 pages or 3 1/5 of a page. And in formatting your work, please do format your work in a way that do not leave a lot of gaps, resulting in your page count being longer than it actually is. So format your work properly to make sure that it fits. Citations, please make sure that you have at least one citation for the text from the textbook, one of not necessarily the textbook, from the coursework, and an outside source if you would like to for your discussion post. And if you're doing it for your assignments, for citations 2 and 2. So please look at it carefully. 2 citations for your initial, 1 citation for your responses. Please be careful to integrate these. I will be checking on APA. So APA is required for this course. So if you are having issues with APA, there are resources, the Writing Center, and there will be resources. And I give a lot of APA feedback on the first few pages, assignments actually. That way you have something to build upon. If you don't build upon the information I'm giving you and the feedback I'm giving you, then I will start removing the points that I am giving you out of courtesy, because not everybody is very familiar with APA. So please take my feedback seriously and make sure that you adjust. I don't necessarily think I'm a very strict grader, but I do consider the work that you do to improve once I give feedback, and your grades will only get better as a result of that. So if you have any questions regarding grading, let me know. Or week 3, there is feedback that is required from you. Please let me know how the course is going and how you would like for things to be adjusted to better accommodate your learning. So be generous with your feedback. Besides being kind, be generous with your feedback. I think, okay, and another thing I would like to touch on would be the AI policy. Please consider very carefully the AI policy that I have stated in the paper, in the syllabus. What you need to know is that AI should not be used for writing your papers, but I will allow you to use AI for generating ideas. And if you use AI to generate ideas, I would like for you to cite it and reference it. So provide an in-text citation for what you were able to garner from AI, and provide a site and a reference in the reference list. If it is not an extensive use of AI, then it is okay. But please limit your use of AI to the things I have specified in the AI policy of our paper, of our syllables. So please check that in again. For Turnitin, I would like for you to know that Turnitin, I do check that seriously, and I will give feedback on how to improve your Turnitin score. So please look at my feedback carefully and improve accordingly. I'm thinking. I don't think there's anything else that I haven't covered. Even though I didn't go through everything on the syllables, I want you to look at it carefully. And if you have any questions, please email me. And if you don't get me, call me or text me. I have provided a rubric on general grading. So look at the rubric that I've provided. And for your final assignment and your video assignment presentation, those have different rubrics. Generally, there's a rubric for everything else that has not been specified, right? So do look over those rubrics as you write your papers, because I really do follow them. I do follow those rubrics. I might not tell you it like, okay, this I took at one point from here because of something in this box. I might not point you to the box, but I will point areas of growth in your paper and grade you based on an area in the rubric. So look at the grading criteria and rubric and make sure that you look at the feedback I've given on the score that you have and compare it to where in the rubric that is, and you will be able to tell why I have graded the way I've graded. And if that is still not clear, I will work with you to help you understand and to help you improve. So reach out. All right. Sometimes time doesn't permit to do a lot of the things that I would gladly do for you. So I want you to be also sensitive that I, as a professor, have time constraints, and be considerate if I am unable to go above and beyond in providing you some help at certain points in the coursework. But overall, I do my very best to make sure that I pass on to you some of the lessons that I have learned in addition to the coursework and the setup that we have for you. All right. I think that covers it without taking too much of your day, just to listen to a quick intro and bio. So I look forward to our time together, and I really pray that you will gain from this class everything that it has been intended for. All right. See you in a couple of weeks for our first session together. Yes, I probably didn't mention that. I will set up some times for us to discuss for those who cannot, for those who would like to come on to a discussion instead of posting. I will set up times for those discussions. And I think I try to provide 2 sessions based on my on the flexibility that I have. So watch out for those and look at each date, and you will see those. And I will also post an announcement on the dates that I have selected. All right. I really look forward to this course. And for those of you who are returning students, I think that this will be a breeze for you. And those who are new, I promise to be as supportive as I can. God bless you, and we will talk soon.